Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. If this is your first time tuning in, hi, hello, welcome, thank you. Please follow us on YouTube at Inappropriate Radio TV. Alright, no periodic table or alien talk. However, you already know the creator came through with a message. Alright. First of all, we play and we joke and we kiki a lot over here, but it's nothing funny about demons possessing people, whether they're aware or not, and just attacking people, especially people who God wants them to do something in particular. God has something in a job for all of us, but we all have phases and life cycles that are reserved for our energy to be a major contributor, okay? These demons are smart. They're intelligent. Remember, they have access to the underworld and the outer world, okay? This is why our gifts are important, because technically the demons are smarter than us. Aside from them having access to all of these dimensions more than us, they have the ability, they're not omnipresent, but they have the ability to shift throughout timelines, okay? And that's what gives them the ability to have a leg up, if you will. Our gifts are given to us to combat and be prepared. We are to use our gifts to counter the different things that are thrown at us spiritually, okay? A lot of this stuff, it kind of like, it manifests itself in a physical way. I mean, a lot of the things don't really make it past the angelic and spiritual threshold, but some things do. These are the things that the Creator wants you to master. And these are the things that he wants you to understand in a spiritual manner. If you have the gift of foresight, insight, if you're any of the clears, if any of your gifts are related to prophecy, then I'm sure you have been given directions, number one, with your gifts. And number two, you have been made aware of some very spiritual things that you probably don't really understand at the time that you get the download. Like, maybe you'll get the message later, okay? And that's fine. That's just how it is. God is revealing things to us when he's ready, not when we're ready, okay? Divine timing is just that. Okay, divine timing is just that. It's divine, okay? Us humans, the only thing we could do is allow the Creator to have his way. You can use your own will and be disobedient. That's up to you. But if you want to defeat demons that you are aware of and the demons that you're unaware of, your intuition and your instinct is going to guide you through that. The intelligence of these demons, because remember, they're also angels in a lot of aspects. They carry a lot of weight in the spiritual realm, okay? So this is why you get a spirit team, because your spiritual team can see them, you cannot. In most cases, you may feel them, you can see that they're aware, maybe in your mind's eye, and maybe there are points and periods, maybe in and out of sleep, maybe in a dream, maybe while you're having a conversation, you may see something out the corner of your eye, right? They're individuals, or beings rather, not individuals. They are beings from a different timeline, okay? These entities have the ability to observe you in different facets. What do I mean? They can watch you in the physical. They can watch you in your dream state. They can watch you while you're meditating and praying. They can watch you while you're manifesting in all of those states, okay? So you have to be wary of the options that they have to attack you. You only have one thing. Outside of your prayer and your faith and your connection, right? Those are kind of like all the same thing for the sake of this conversation. We can't really separate your faith from prayer. Okay. I mean, there are people who pray and they don't have faith. That's something totally different. But just for the sake of this conversation, it's important for you to understand that your spirituality is one big umbrella. Okay. A lot of these angels or demons, whatever you want to call them, have the ability to even possess people, as we know, right? And this is where the war really becomes unethical, because these spirits, because they are interdimensional, they don't necessarily always have to follow the spiritual laws and rules that we do, right? We have the land law, the water laws, the spiritual laws, right? We have all of those laws. They don't necessarily have to abide by them because they are coming from different dimensions and timelines. And they don't necessarily have to respect what it is that the creator is doing. Of course, they have to kneel to the creator, and ultimately they actually have to get permission from the creator to even interact with you in any kind of way. But the gist of this conversation here is for us to not allow our egos to get too inflated, okay? This kind of came up, and I said I wanted to kind of explore it a little bit, but the creator just wanted to navigate and guide that conversation like he always does, because a lot of things don't really need to be said, because a lot of things are subjective, meaning it's like a personal situation. So the things that get you excited and overly confident in your spirituality is probably something that would turn me off, if that makes sense, okay? We said this and we'll say it again. Most people who have these spiritual abilities are egotistical, or at least it comes off that way. Okay? A lot of the times we don't even really fully understand who we are in spirit. So this is why the creator takes us through the trials in the physical realm to give us a better understanding of who we are spiritually. We did a segment not too long ago where the creator had us go over who we are spiritually. What are our spiritual names? And a lot of people don't know. Spiritual belch. You can't say that you know who you are if you don't know what your powers are, what your gifts are, what you're connected to, what you come from, the things that are blessing you and protecting you. The things, and when I say the things, I'm not just talking about God and the angels. There are things, actual situations and events, okay, that have been set in place to protect you, that have been set in place to keep you from moving, okay, into directions that you otherwise should not be. And it's very important for you to understand this is not a game. These demons, we already know. They know who we are. Okay? They're aware. They're aware. And most of us, we are walking around oh yeah, I'm protected and I'm covered and I'm blessed, and you don't know who I am in the spirit, and God will never allow me to be defeated. And that's fine to have that level of confidence when it comes to the creator and how much he rocks with you. It's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, you need to be able to solidify those relationships with your spirit guides. If you're not using your intuition, if you're not obedient to the call, sweetheart, your protection is only going to go but so far. Your protection is connected to your instincts and everything that comes with that, okay? You are not exempt from any of the things that will allow you, to be harmed in any way. It's by the grace and the mercy. It's obviously it's not always in the plan, right? We know that plans can get disrupted, especially when we are dealing with energies and entities and even people that are willing to be used as a vessel by lower vibrational demonic sources. You have to be aware that your ego can get you killed, literally. No matter the level of protection you are, the Creator will sometimes force you to feel the brunt of certain things if you're not using your gifts accordingly, okay? That's why He gave you the gifts, so you can know how to navigate the journey, because this journey is for sure going to have a bunch of different things to knock you off the path, things that are set to distract you. Everything has to go through the Creator, right? But it's just like a parent. You have to get scolded and you have to be reprimanded for the things that you're doing after being told constantly to not do it, or for you to be humbled. Sometimes God just humbles us because He doesn't want us to move too far ahead of Him. Okay? No matter how blessed you are, no matter what your purpose is, no matter what it is that God does to show you, right, that He truly, genuinely loves you and wants the best for you. If you are operating in anything that's going to contradict that, you have a lesson to learn. And guess what? It's going to sting. Because that's just like saying, don't touch the oven, it's hot. Don't touch the oven, it's hot. Don't touch the oven, it's hot. This is how, I'm sorry, there are two groups of people, right? In the spiritual realm or in the spiritual community, in the world, period. The people that are obedient to the voice of the Creator in their instincts, and the people that are not. It's no in between, okay? And I'm saying in terms of like just life in general. You don't have to be spiritual. You don't have to be religious. You don't even have to believe in God. Like, you could just think that those little voices or that little guidance or that little gut feeling is something else, right? If you follow that, you have a greater chance of being blessed and surviving simply because you're following your inner star. It's that simple. Okay? No one has all of the answers, but I'm just saying, like, there are people who want to know why, like, this didn't happen and how come that, and how obedience, child. That's what it is. Nobody's doing magic. Nobody is. I don't light candles. I don't do rituals. I don't have to do that because God has shown me where my power lies and I used it to my advantage. I don't have to prove anything to any human. I want God to know how grateful I am. I want these demons to know how much they could get beat on. I want them to know that they could get slayed. Even though you're smarter than me, I'm strategic. I have power from the Creator that you don't have. And even the power that you do have, you abuse it and misuse it. So you don't even get to maximize it because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing with the energy, with the frequency. Do you follow me? So, if you are the blessed, if you are the beloved, if you are the one that has made it through all of the storms and you are for sure that God loves you, do not take advantage of your blessings. Do not take advantage of the countless times that you have been blessed, covered, guided, and removed from situations that were meant to harm you. Do not allow your ego to cause you and push you to make decisions that you know damn well you shouldn't be doing. No, once you get to a certain point, your instincts don't have to tell you. You just know better. And if you don't follow that, then you are kind of like slapping God in the face. You're kind of like telling God, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want, and you still going to protect me anyway. That's kind of what it's like. All right? So be grateful, be appreciative, and be obedient. All right? But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I hope y'all have been enjoying your weekend. I hope y'all ready for them kids to go back to school. I hope y'all have been drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it's free. Love y'all.